Hey, wait, what? Seniors are doing what now? They're working up until their 80s and 85s. Oh my gosh, yes. 75 and up is one of the fastest growing workforce today. Yeah, seniors. They are not happy with, they don't have pensions, a lot of us, and they've got to keep something's, stop giving me notifications, iPhone. I don't need you now, okay? No. Okay, so yeah, seniors, they're a working, aren't they? Now, I will mention, I'm not gonna, I'm running a little behind today. Yeah, I just got done plugging in my jackeries, and I'm sure you probably don't want to hear about this, so I won't go into it long. But my point is that this is going to be a shorter video, and I'm probably not going to edit it very much. So if I make a mistake, oh well, okay? Yeah, let me get a sip. Let me wet my whistle here. I never was a good whistler. Well, I have other talents, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so what do we got here? I found an article on Business Insider. It's a magazine. Did you know that? Did you also know that a year ago, they featured moi in Business Insider? So I really do watch their magazine, and I really do pay attention to it. And the writer of my article has been doing lately a lot of articles about senior life, what seniors are doing these days and what our lives are like. So yeah, I think his name is Nate something. I know I should have that ready, but oh dear. Well, my excuse is I'm running behind. Okay, well, let me get with my notes here. Yeah. So when your cashier is 84 and moving faster than the teenager in aisle 3, something's up. Something definitely is up. Now let's discuss, we know that a lot of seniors are working, but Business Insider featured this one couple, and I want to just feature them quickly. And then I want to talk about, is it really a good thing or is it a bad thing that seniors are still having to work and that they're working? I do have a friend in Idaho. I would consider she's a senior citizen. She's not 80 years old. She's not even 70, but she's working. She has to. So she's worked at Walmart for a while. Oh my gosh. They had her on the worst hours, and they were flexible. They were, one week she'd be doing graveyard, another week she'd be doing morning. Well, that's not only difficult for somebody young to do that because it just messes with your circadian rhythm and all of that. But for somebody who's 60 and above, that's not good. It wore her down. Now she's working at Home Depot, and oh my gosh, it's really hard. It really is hard. The things that they expect out of you. We're going to talk more about what can be expected, and should seniors still be working at that age? Yeah. You also know something's wrong when the senior discount applies to half of the staff, right? Yeah. Older workers are showing up early, staying late, and embarrassing everyone under 40, right? Yeah, we really are. You tell an 82-year-old to take a day off and they say, I can't. Social Security doesn't cover dental. Yeah, I know. America said, we love our elders, and then handed us a name tag and a W-2. Half the staff looks like they retired twice already. I know, I love these. These are zingers, yeah. Seniors didn't come out of retirement. They took over. It's funny until you realize they're working because of retirement. Okay, I made a mistake and I'm going to leave it in. Oh my gosh. It's funny until you realize they're working because retirement became a luxury item. I got to read these right? If you see someone in their 80s not working, you think they're on break. Hey, in Flagstaff, I talked to a lot of the greeters. I mean, yeah, they were overweight. They were 75 and they could not retire. You know, oh no, yeah. They treated them pretty well at that store, though. They really did. Plus, in Flagstaff, you make 18. That's minimum wage. They were making 18 an hour. I mentioned that to one of the greeters. Oh, my God. And I said, well, at least, I said, well, you're lucky you're working up here because it's, it's 18. Minimum wage is 18. He looked confused. And he said, I thought it was like 15 and they were just paying me more. He was really serious, too. That was a good one, yeah. When the employee training you is 82 years old, that's not mentorship. That's a warning. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so seniors are working into their 70s, 80s, and even 90s. 75 is now the fastest growing working age group in America. We're tough. A lot of people say, oh, boomers, blah, 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 okay, boomer. We're hard-working people. We're used to working. Oh, yeah. And many aren't choosing to work. They have no choice. Okay, so here's the couple that Business Insider featured. The couple is Lydia and Bill. Lydia's 81 and Bill is 90. She works at Home Depot wiping down appliances and sweeping. He can't work anymore due to age and health. Yeah, he's 90. Here's their monthly expenses according to the article. I would go look at it. I do like Business Insider. I never knew about it till they contacted me. They wanted to do an article about me. Their monthly expenses are $1,400 for rent. Got it? Okay. Check. Now, okay, I'll do the next one last. Okay. Their insurance of Medicare and supplemental is $426. Wow. And so they're on medications and the gas, food, and medications and everything else, right? But their car payment is $625 according to the article. And to me, that is just crazy. That's crazy talk. So I looked into it just, I researched how many people buy their cars only on car lots and who buys their cars cash outright like me. I buy my car outright cash. I look on places that are selling them. They say that they're just, it's a private sale, but a lot of these cars that you find on the paper or on Craigslist, they're actually sold by car lots, but maybe they just want to run it through. They sell it for a lower price. Oh yeah, it's a lot lower. And they take it to their house. The salesman then, and they sell it themselves. Yeah. But really they work for a car lot. Yeah. It's like a little trick they do, but you're getting a better price and I don't have any payments. I bought my minivan, 2014 and that was, 3 years ago. And, I paid $8,300 for it outright. And I do not like payments on cars. I don't need a new car. But so I researched it and there's personality types and the way that you were brought up on where you want to go on buying a car. And some people they think that buying from a private person is just too risky. It's just too risky. They are just more prone to go with a higher price and make payments and they want to go to the lot. I know, shifting my hands here. Not me. I don't want to go to the lot. I don't want to pay those high prices for the same car. Okay. No, so their reality is some months they only had, it said in the article, 44 cents left. And she said, if we don't get our Social Security check, we're on the street. Yeah. So they don't have a pension. They don't have a lot of savings. A lot of people say, well, why don't they have savings? Well, I'll tell you, with the housing crisis that happened in 2008, that had the boomerang effect on a lot of people. They lost their savings. They lost all their savings. It was like a crash of the market and everything. Oh my gosh. I mean, banks folded during that time. Do you remember it? If you're younger listening to this, yeah. I mean, in all seriousness, if you consider boomers, when I graduated from high school, there was a major recession going on. And it wasn't long after that, there were gas lines. We had to wait in line to get gasoline. Okay? So we didn't have, people say, oh, you boomers had so easy. No, we didn't. No. A lot of us boomers never even bought a house. Yeah. So, yeah. So the point is, they did everything right. Okay? They worked their whole lives and they raised families and they contributed to society. And now in their 80s and 90s, they're still fighting to survive. Well, here's my suggestion for Lydia and Bill is get rid of the car. Yeah, and go buy one that is, I mean, my minivans have done very well. I bought my first one for $3,800. Isn't it funny that it changed the numbers? $3,800 for the first one and $8,300 for the second one. Yeah, let me get my hair down. Yeah, so, it done me fine. Yeah, no payments, no nothing. Just, here you go. Let's go take care of the title. And I'm driving off. Change my insurance. Everything. Yeah, go get my tags. I know, everything. So why are seniors still working? Hope you don't mind that I read on my teleprompter. This is my teleprompter, by the way. Yes. Let me make sure I'm not covering with the light. This is my teleprompter. Social Security checks are too small. If there are holes in the in your working history, yeah. I mean, okay, let's do this. If your average, they say an average of Social Security check is like $2,500. I'm like, what? I'm only getting 1,000. I would say maybe 1,500 is average. But seriously, I mean, if the rent is $1,400, I mean, come on. And then so they probably are getting average. If they also have a $600, $650 car payment, there's where their money's going. They could be buying really good food with that. Rent and property taxes rising, medical bills draining the budget, lost savings, lost spouses, divorced, and many work jobs with no pensions. Oh, yeah. So yeah, there you go. Seniors who own homes are struggling too. Their property taxes, insurance and repairs, and many are house rich and cash poor. Oh yeah. So I'm going to keep this a little bit shorter. I'll leave my mistakes in. Okay, if you don't mind. Okay. Is it a bad thing that seniors are still working? Let's go on that aspect, because I thought about this. And I thought, well, yeah, they're working. And my friend, she's still working. And, for a while, I was doing the Amazon warehouses. Yeah, not 70, but the later 60s. I was working in Amazon warehouses. I was doing the pit, those industrial, powered industrial, the T would be power industrial, yeah. Well, anyways, they go way up 40 feet up in the air and then come down, and you're driving them, the pit trucks, yeah, pit trucks, powered industrial trucks, okay. I mean, I was driving those. I was going 40 feet up in the air, and I was tethered to a big hook so I wouldn't fall, but that would have really been scary. And I mean, it was scary. And some of the packages were huge. I had to go into they were like old, big microwaves or big air conditioners. I mean, the boxes were like this big, and I had to heist them up and get them in the oh my gosh. So I was in my later 60s doing that. Or I was on a line where I had to keep picking up and oh yeah. I got good muscles, I'll tell you. So for me, that was a good thing. That was a good thing working. It keeps you younger and it keeps your body going. Now, I know not everybody can do it. It said that Lydia is wiping down appliances and she's sweeping. I remember working at the Amazon warehouse, and there were older people that who were, I would say, a little bit handicapped. Couldn't walk well, maybe had a limp. But what they did was they put them with the brooms, and they were cleaning and emptying the garbage. Yeah. So let's go back in time. I thought about this. We remember watching the Waltons. We remember all of this. We remember times like during the Dust Bowl. We remember way back. Let's even go with Native Americans. I mean, if you were older, you were still working. You were still doing, they would give you maybe easier jobs, but you were still doing things. You were doing the cleaning and the cooking. You were going to the river to wash things. You were doing whatever you could do for your society. Yeah. And going all through civilization. The grandparents or great-grandparents usually still stayed busy. My issue is, and I said that I wanted to talk about this later, is the fact that I do believe it would be nice if Walmart or Home Depot or some of these places would consider the age a little bit and, not totally pamper them, but, don't put them on these weird hours. Yeah, older people, you just don't want to do that. You don't want to mess up the whole system. We've already got things going on. So, yeah, I do believe that it would be, and they have her wiping down and they have her sweeping. So that, yes, they are probably going on that. But, and they're keeping her moving around too. To just be a cashier and you're kind of stuck in one spot, that can really be hard on your body too. But to keep her going, and I think it's a good thing. I really do. I think it is good to continue working. Now, if you've got your pension, you've got a military retirement, you've got a good retirement going on, and you've been saving, yeah, you can travel around and do whatever. I would say don't just sit in your lazy boy, though. Don't do that. But yeah, I do think it's a good thing. Like in the Waltons. Grandma and Grandpa, they were helping out, right? They were cleaning, and Grandpa was out doing, farm stuff, taking care of things out there, fixing cars if they needed to be done. So just to sit and not do anything because to say you're 81, why should you have to work? Well, they had to work to keep the family going. They didn't have Social Security back then, and the family unit was the working unit. That was the job. So I'm kind of happy. I'm happy to see that they're still hiring us. Oh my gosh, yeah, because we don't have the Waltons farm to work on, okay? So let me know what you think in comments. Seriously, I love it. Let me know what your opinion is. Let me know, how old are you? Are you still working? Do you plan on working? What are you going to do if you're younger, if you're Gen X, and you're out there, because you're just coming into it pretty soon. Oh yeah. You'll be collecting the first part of Gen X will be soon collecting Social Security. So I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow morning. Go see this morning's video. And thank you for not making me do a lot of editing. This is just a raw. I think I did pretty good, don't you? Okay? What do you think? I love you guys. Bye.